Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the weekend. Today we're going to do a classic check on divine feminine, divine masculine energy, get some additional information on what's going on with the journey right now, and finally we'll get a sense of how each of the twins is seeing the connection at this time. I will start with some guidance from an oracle deck. Today is the Cosmic Journey Oracle, so let's jump right in. And the first card is going to be for divine feminines watching. Hope you guys are doing great. I had my fabulous birthday celebration week, as you can see with this balloons. It's kind of in the air, quite literally still. It was kind of exhausting, and I know I skipped the reading once or twice for you guys, but I genuinely had so much fun. And it's been years since I had this kind of fun, this kind of celebration mode for my birthday, because it's usually pretty low-key, and then after a certain age you're thinking, well, I mean, should I really celebrate? I don't have an energy for that. Pajama day, that's a celebration, right? But yeah, this time I was celebrating for a week and it was amazing. I feel like it will continue through my trip in May, which I have already mentioned a few times, but yeah, I probably will be less available for privates and just with these readings in May, mostly because I do plan to spend quality time with friends and family, and I'll be doing a lot of travel, actual travel, getting from point A to point B, so I don't know how much of a capacity I'm gonna have or even ability to do reads, but I'll do my best. I plan to bring some light, some cards, and we'll see what happens. And I will definitely make sure that I record and upload May readings before I leave, 100%. But then with dailies for twin flames, we'll see how it goes, basically. What else? But yeah, so I'm still here for a couple of weeks, so if you want a personal reading, highly recommend booking it now. And if at some point I realize that I cannot make a commitment on the day, then I will let you guys know, but at least for the next week I'm fine taking on bookings, so make up your mind. Okay, so for feminines we have number 41, your greatest joy pollinates the world. Yeah, so I was just telling you guys about this experience that I've had this week with birthday celebration, and of course other people were involved, especially since for me celebration in many ways means connection to music, it's singing, it's dancing of different kinds, right? So it already expects the, what's it called? It's already suggesting that other people are in the mix, right? And I was noticing that I didn't really prepare any kind of special agenda or performance or anything like that. Sometimes I would bring some sweet treats, but that's about it. And for the rest of it, it was just letting myself go and having fun and bathing in this joyful feeling. And that did it for people. They noticed it, right? So this was my confirmation of this energy, where it's essential to be able to get yourself into that spot. If that's the only thing you do today, then please do that, because that on its own is gonna help and is gonna inspire and it's gonna support people around you, even before you open your mouth or do something. And then of course from that place, energetically, it's so much easier then to go into the place where you'll feel inspired to talk about things that will be helpful to people, or to do something to actually help them out. What did I want to do here? Yeah, just realized that I missed something. But anyway, yeah, so the main idea here is a lot of times we still have that program working on the back of our head, telling us what we're supposed to do, to go, to achieve, And that's how we make a difference. And as light workers, you may feel even more pressure to do that, right? To do more of that. But what Spirit is reminding you today is that the most important part, that's where you should start with, is bring yourself into that joyful mode. Take care of yourself, you know, create that space for yourself. And then you can build from there. So if that's the only thing you have energy for today, then that's enough. That's plenty. That's more than enough. For masculines, we have number 42. Wow, we have 41 and 42. Look at that. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. So masculines are asked to think about where they invest their energy and what does it mean long term. Like, is that something that you feel is gonna have its footprint 10 years from now, 20 years from now, even if it's within your family or local community, among friends and family maybe, right? Like, is it really something long-standing, or you're just running around putting out fires, taking care of people's problems, but you know, time passes by, day by day, week by week. Ask yourself those questions. I love that there is this sequence, and essentially to me it immediately speaks of feminine taking the first step and then masculine following right behind you, which is an awesome message to have. So if anybody needed a confirmation that your masculine is making strides, that they're moving forward, that they have progress as you make progress, this is double confirmation and triple confirmation for once at the bottom of the deck. Union getting closer and closer by the day, and twins feeling like they're contributing within their own space. Sorry guys, just lost control of the cards. By the way, that one time that I did a reading on a terrace in Manhattan this week, I did lose one card from one of my favorite light seer decks, and it was Five of Wands, which I find that I don't like that card very much, and to me that was actually a positive side that I lost it, for me personally, for my story. But the fact remains that I shouldn't really be using a deck without one card, right? So I'm torn between just making it myself and, at least for now, using it this way, or just retiring this deck and buying another one. By the way, I still have my Amazon wishlist. The link is in the description box. If you'd like to support me, congratulate me on my birthday, or you just want to see some new decks in my readings, most of those items on the list are decks of cards, Oracle or Tarot. So go ahead, you just need to press a few buttons and it's gonna do its thing. And I would really appreciate it. Gifts are not my first and foremost love language, but they are quite high in the mix. So yeah, that brings me always extra joy when somebody sends me a gift, especially if it's a surprise. The Hermit. Yeah, so you see, that's what I was talking about, that the twins are working towards union, but in their individual spaces, separately from each other, right? But they could feel like there is this effort is making a difference in a bigger picture, and how much closer they get to the version of themselves that they feel is ready for partnership, and to actually being closer in communicating with the partner about what happened, what's been going on, and what comes next. Feminines, your energy is Knight of Wands, clarified by 8 of Wands. Lots of Wands today. It's a fiery energy, and Knight of Wands, not in this specific deck, but usually Knight of Wands is quiet, fired up, quiet, you know, turned on, passionate, and driven to just go and do it, right? In this deck, it's a little bit different vibe to it, right? But again, this person is very much eager to show themselves, to go forward, to make a difference. So this is all very noble intention. It's very important to, how do I say this? these days it's better not to rush yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And there will be downloads that will actually be guiding all this energy, all this passion that you have into the right direction, into where it's needed most. It's very important to get that download, to get that guidance, and then direct all that potential, that rush that you're feeling into that direction. It also reminds me about sacral chakra. So it may feel like it's extra active, extra fired up, but also remember that sacral chakra is responsible both for sexual energy and for creative energy. It's kind of like the same essence to it, but the difference is how you use that energy, right? So it may feel in the moment that it's more of a sexual drive, but you may feel guided to use it in a more creative stream of action. I'm losing my words, right? Like, do something more creative, something where, especially if, let's say, your life partner, whoever you're thinking about, your twin, your soulmate, they are not available to make use of that sexual energy, then that for sure is a clear sign that it's going to be really beneficial to put that energy to creative application, right? Whatever it is. And I'm not even going to give you ideas because I don't want you to think specifically of like fine arts or I don't know, inventing something, right? It can be anything at all. Maybe it's, I don't know, you're making a cake, right? That could be very creative. Maybe you're decorating a room in your house. That could be super creative, right? Like whatever drives you at this time, but just know that that charge that you feel is definitely something that's gonna give you extra in terms of outcome of that creative activity. For masculines, we have Queen of Pentacles, clarified by Six of Swords. Much calmer energy, much sensible, I would say, than the feminines are today. So masculines have their eyes on the prize, right? They know that this is the wife figure, basically. This is them taking feminine, well, this is symbolic, right? Taking feminine to like a better place, right? So they know that's what they want to offer. They want the feminine for the long run, but they know they want to offer new level of safety, comfort, stability, and maybe even something exciting and new, right? Like new territory, going somewhere, going the distance together to something bigger and better. That's what they have in mind. That's their inspiration now. But they know that they still need work to do towards that when they're ready to offer that. And that's what they're focusing on. Additional question, Ace of Swords in reverse, clarified by Ten of Pentacles. What are we not telling ourselves? What are we missing when it comes to creating abundance and being financially successful in our lives? Let's see, what is it for feminines? Page of Pentacles, clarified by Three of Wands. This is all the preparation energy, right? That preparation matters. And I'm hearing a lot of messages at the same time here, and this is a collective reading, so take it how it resonates for you. That includes, like the list, or what it means, includes, you need to prepare. Like, unless you're winning a lottery, you know, you aren't gonna go from zero to hero overnight, right? Like, and it doesn't mean that it's gonna take you 20 years, or that's the only thing you'll be needing to do, but it still means there's certain energetic preparation. Preparation in terms of intentions, in terms of getting your resources ready, right? For when you want to launch whatever is this new thing that you feel is the source of abundance, right? For those of you who feel like you've been doing a lot of preparation and haven't really seen much of the result in terms of abundance, this is telling you that that preparation meant the whole world. Like, that was everything. And that was needed. Like, it reminds me of that example with the bamboo that takes years to kind of like to create the root system before it goes onto the surface. But once it does, it then just grows upwards, you know, several feet high. It becomes that tall in like weeks. But it takes years to grow the roots so that it can withstand the plant that's very tall and thick, needs to withstand wind and any other elements. So this is like, if that's how you feel, that's what you've been doing, that's what it feels like you've been doing, that was necessary, that was really important. And you wouldn't be able to reach the 10 of Pentacles without all of this happening. Well, I don't know if it's underneath, or maybe what I'm trying to say is that maybe you didn't realize that that's actually where you were headed. That's why you had that knowledge, that experience, that education. Maybe in the time you had different motivation for it, but now you see how it all comes together, or you will see it very soon. For masculines, become a little long. Oh my God, the world clarified by the star. This is so beautiful. The world already has everything you need to make your dreams come true, divine masculine. That's what you're not telling yourself. You feel like there's always something that's not available, some kind of bad luck that you're having, that something is just not accessible, or it's bad timing, or you were not at the right place at the right time and you missed your chance. Like this kind of energy of missed opportunity, where actually what you are not seeing is that you have everything available, right? That's how you make use of it, what you focus on, how you see it, right? The world card, it's the perspective that matters. For some of you, it's like a completely new take on things is needed. And there will be a closure of another cycle where you'll have an opportunity to start fresh, to start new, with the disposition of, I have all I need. I have like my mental resources, physical resources, and external resources, right? It's just about going for it and doing it, one step at a time. How the feminine seeing the connection? Now the 10 of Pentacles, clarified by 2 of Wands. So feminines seeing that in kind of day-to-day choices that they make, there's always a choice that's bringing them closer to this happily ever after, and a choice that's bringing them farther away. And no, they don't know the perfect answer 100% of the time, but they can see how topics and areas of life that don't seem even remotely connected to love life, to family life, to creating a home together, actually have that connection, right? Like they're seeing how that's important, like all the decisions that they're making, every time they choose a new direction with something, that's very important. How are the masculine seeing the connection? 3 of Cups, clarified by Page of Cups. It's a kind of busy energy I'm getting kind of emotional, feeling like they need emotional support, and they could use that from the feminine, from this connection, right? Like a little needy, that's what I'm getting here, right? But trying to find comfort with friends, for some of them, and actual parties, creating celebrations, making it look like, hey, let's celebrate life, but deep down really wanting emotional intimacy and something close, that to get that feeling that the feminine gives them. And there is this slow but steady realization that you can't really get that anywhere else, even if it's good friends, even if you've been together for all your life, right? And you've gone through things, it's just not the same feeling. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope this was good for you. I love you all. Please check out my latest show that we launched yesterday, we streamed yesterday, around mindfulness of sleep. I'm gonna provide a link in the description box. I love you all, and until next time.